Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you had a great week this past week as the market gave us plenty of opportunities to capitalize on. In this video, I want to talk about my analysis for gold. And as usual, I'll start off with the weekly time frame and gradually work my way down to the 4-hourly time frame. So as we can see on the weekly time frame, that this past week's candle has been bearish as we predicted last week, saying that when the price from this sort of long rejection here, it showed that there were a lot of sellers in the market. Price again from this bearish pin bar, which shows that there were still sellers in the market, and then the sellers showed themselves in this past week by forming this strong bearish candle. And you can see the candle got into this our zone, into this zone of interest that we said that there would be a lot of buyers waiting here. And as price got into that zone, we can see that there's a rejection there when price formed this week up onto the resistance level around the 1980 area. So right now, like I said, we're currently at this resistance of 1980, and I suspect that price may come down again to test this zone of interest here, to price to come back into this area, because I believe that there's still a lot of buyers in there, and price likely to come down to touch the trend line here before likely rejecting to the upside or possibly breaking down further. But once price gets to that area, that trend line, which will be around the 1930 area, then we will look to see how price reacts. But I am expecting price to further come down a bit down into the zone of interest again. So if we go to the daily time frame, so on the daily time frame, we can see what's been happening as well. You can see price again coming down, breaking the 2012 area that we pointed out previously, and then got down to the 1980 area, and then price broke that as well into our zone of interest. And you can see the first resistance point here, which is the 1951 area or 1952 area. Price got to that point and then rejected a backup to test this resistance level at the 180. So there are three resistance area that price could test. One is the 1952 area, the other one is the 1945 area, and then the last one is around the 1935 area, where that is the last zone, and that's what I'm expecting price to get to eventually. If we look at this again from this point of view, where we have our using the Fibonacci retracement as well. So looking at our swing low here to the swing high, right up there, we can see that the 160, the 50% Fibonacci level coincides with this very strong area, this 135 area that we're expecting price to get to. And then, it's one of the Fibonacci zones that we'll be looking for price to hit before we take our trade. Okay, that's if price gives us a bullish signal there. So to quickly recap, price has gone down into our zone of interest, rejected up, and now currently at resistance. So on the 4-hour time frame where we normally take our entry, we can see that this area was formerly a support area. We can see price testing it numerous times, and eventually price broke through that area, got into our zone of interest, and then quickly retested back up to retest that support turned resistance right at the 180 level, and then formed the doji candle there. So that's more or less an indecision. So as we are now, two things can happen at this level. One is price, you know, breaking through, retesting, and then coming back down to this area where we're expecting price to get to, or price could end up breaking this support or this resistance level and then continuing to move to the upside. After all, price has already tested this our zone of interest where we knew that there were buyers in this zone anyway. So one of these two things. So my recommendation for the coming week would be to wait and see what candle forms next. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame. And if price gives us a bullish candle next, especially if the bullish candle is strong enough to get towards the 50% level of this, the bearish candle is strong enough to get towards the 50% level of this bullish candle here. Say the candle that forms comes down and maybe gets towards this point. Okay, let me make that, and gets towards that point there, right? So and gets towards this area, then most likely price could continue to the downside, and you can look to sell more gold at that point. Okay, again, if price gives us a signal whereby price breaks this to the upside, then we can look for our retest of that level, see if price gives us a bullish reversal there, and then take our buy trade to the top. But what I expect to happen is for price to give us a sell signal, for us to be able to take our sell trade down into this 1935 area. And so that's what we should be looking out for gold in the coming weeks. So it got more or less a continuation of the sell. Okay. Again, another thing that points, to a sell is just looking at price structure, where you have these higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows, and you can see price making this sort of nice retracement down and then coming down again, and that is what basically I'm expecting to see for this coming week. So I hope you'll be able to capitalize on that. I hope you found this video very helpful as well. If you have, kindly leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel for more analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great week ahead. Peace.
Just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings.